Alright, so welcome back. I'm getting ready to host in just a few hours. I have Our Lady's Bible study here tonight. It is also our Christmas party and we're doing an ornament exchange. I'm so excited. I've hosted people here before. We've had families over and friends, but I've never had like a party here, so I'm very excited. I think there should be between like 8 to 12 ladies here, including myself. So you saw yesterday I made a chocolate chip pound cake, so I have that here. I'm also going to be doing a charcuterie board, so I'll kind of assemble that a little closer to time. That's going to be, you know, no cooking involved, just kind of setting and arranging things. And then everybody else is kind of bringing little things here and there, so I'll make sure to get kind of a sweeping footage of all the wonderful things everybody brings. It's a little after 3 now, and I have made a 3 to 5 to-do list. So I'm going to take you with me for the next 2 hours, and we're going to get stuff done. Let me show you what's on my list. All right, so the first thing is to get the cakes in the oven. Once I get those in the oven while they're baking, I can do everything else. Tomorrow is the last day before Christmas break, both for the kids' school and for me teaching lessons. So we need to fix teacher cards. We need to assemble our hot chocolate kits. That's going to be our gift to teachers. And then I have one little lights and greenery thing I want to do outside, kind of by the door. I need to write the recipe cards, and as I'm thinking about it, I have 8 of them. I may just need to type and print them out, and then I need to mop. And then if I have some time from 5 to 6, I may edit. I may also kind of get myself changed and a little bit more ready than I am now. Okay, so the first part of making the cake is that you have to chop up a German chocolate bar. Previously, I had a food processor. I would just use the grater attachment and do it in the food processor. It was very, very loud, but you got it done very quickly. Through the process of doing that over and over again, I actually had a plastic piece break off of my food processor, rendering it useless, and I just haven't replaced it. I'm curious to know, do you find a food processor to be an essential tool in your kitchen? I've been toying around with whether I should get another one or not, largely because this part is so labor intensive and it kind of hurts my wrist. But you have to find some way to grate up the chocolate, either chopping it by hand, grating it on a box grater, or using a food processor. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna make sure to pay attention to how many little cakes one big recipe makes, because I do this every year for my students and I still can never remember. I'm hoping that I can get 12, which would be filling this pan twice. I haven't added up how many I need for tomorrow, but I do think it's around 12.
Because we're trying to build a tree house, and Mom, we're gonna build a tree house with that log that has the strings on. It really hurts. Oh, yeah.
This is the other part that's pretty annoying, is having to butter and flour all of these. I guess I could use baking spray. I don't know, I've just never really bought baking spray. When I'm cooking savory things, I use like olive oil, and whenever I'm baking, I use butter and flour. You guys will have to let me know what you do. Is it worth it for me to buy baking spray? Am I missing out on something big here? This cake is very much what I would consider a semi-homemade cake. So you start out with a cake mix and a vanilla pudding mix, and then from there you add sour cream, oil, water, eggs, and then you add your chocolate last. It's just a very, very rich cake. One thing that I have done, I don't know, it just became a habit every time I make this cake, is I use the same mixing cup for my water, and then my oil, and then my sour cream. And then I crack, thank you, I love you too. And then I crack the eggs in here one at a time, and that allows me to see if I'm getting any shell, and then I just pour them in the bowl.
Once you're done, give me the batter, okay?
Stacy? Okay.
Yeah.
Steady, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, so update, there are the cakes. I mean, are they not the cutest little things you have ever seen? They are a little bit of extra work. You know, it'd be easier for me to make a whole cake and just slice it, but it looks so much prettier this way. I just really love them.
Yeah, me too.
The second batch is in the oven right now. So yes, I ended up figuring out that I could get 12 cakes from that one batch of batter. For the first batch, I used a 1/3 cup measuring cup, and then I decided that might be a little puffy. They kind of rose above the pan a little bit. So for that next batch, I did a 1/4 cup, and it wound up using exactly all of my batter. The kitchen is fairly clean at this point. I got the lights done outside. I'll show you that. Hot chocolate kits are assembled, so now we just have to put them in the bags, and we're getting ready to work on Christmas cards. And it is 5:06. This is done. This is done. This is done. Brandon's gonna do that, and we're getting ready to do that. So I ended up just going on Canva and creating some graphics and then printing them on cardstock, and that's how I did the recipe cards for our teacher gifts. I'm looking for ones that are this size, if that, instead of that big size.
Mommy, I'll help you. Oh, hello, guys. Mommy, do they?
I'm sure they do.
Mommy, I want to help you stamps.
Here, go stick this in one of those bags. Stick this in one of those bags.
Delivery for Miss Andrea.
Stick this in one of those bags. Okay, time check. It is 6:37. The house looks like nobody lives here. Brandon was such a huge help today. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could have and would have gotten it done if he had not been off. But because he did not have to work today, and because he got a lot of the house things done, he took mopping, he tidied some things outside, I was able to get all of my student gifts done and all of the teacher gifts done. He has taken the kids out, and while he's out, he's gonna get a couple gift bags and some tissue paper because I didn't have enough of the right size. But other than that, like, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. All right, I'm getting ready to build this charcuterie board. When we started going through things at my grandma's house, I found these little forks, and sometimes the kids eat with them, but I think they're gonna work really nice for these pickles. Some of these are pretty big to be like baby pickles. That's okay. Like, that's a baby pickle. I feel like it should be 1/3 of that size. Whatever. Okay, pickles done. All right, we're not finished, but we're close to being finished. Look how pretty it is.
I had to go up to Concord and then down to get there rather than just up to
All right, you guys, well, it is very late. Everybody has gone home. We had a wonderful time, including me. There were 10 ladies here, and I didn't know if the house could handle it, but it went fine. We moved some chairs from the kitchen to the living room, and the food was good. The conversation was good. The Bible study was good. We finished out Philippians. We did Philippians 4, and then we did the ornament exchange. So the way that we chose to do it was by drawing numbers, and then we kind of treated it like Naughty Santa, where you can, once your number is drawn, you can either get something from the pile or you can steal. That whole concept can be really funny because one of my friends got her ornament stolen from her 3 different times, 3 different ornaments. So it was just a lot of fun. I wound up with the Where's Waldo ornament, which I thought the kids would love. And plus I was like, this can be a doubly fun kind of like punny thing, you know, to be like, you can relocate him on the tree and then, you know, kind of play Where's Waldo on your tree. So I was really happy to get that. Admittedly, I was a little worried upon the first 2 opening because they were really cute and they were brand new, and I thought, oh no, you know, mine's not that cute. But then mine actually got stolen, so I was like, oh, somebody, you know, somebody wants it after all. It's always a good feeling if your gift, the one that you brought, gets stolen. So teacher gifts are almost done. Brandon got those last few gift bags, and I'm gonna go stuff them and put the tissue paper in them. I've actually had a headache for the last half of the day, and it's gotten better, and then it got worse again. I think part of it is that I need to take my hair down, so I'm about to do that. And tomorrow is Andy's preschool program. It's also both of their last day of school before Christmas break. So it's kind of one of those, like, looking forward to tomorrow, and then let's get past tomorrow, and then things will just kind of settle a little bit. But I have to make a couple decisions as far as, like, when to shower, what to do with my hair. Andy's gonna have to have a shower tomorrow before preschool, but they got to bed late, so that's gonna be hard in the morning. But anyway, just logistics of life. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful group of ladies that you are in community with. If not, I cannot recommend enough finding a church home, finding a church family. I'm so thankful for these ladies in my life. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be talking to you soon.